Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we're going to be using the thinkorswim scan tab as our very own database to run a fairly simple query against. The question I'd like to answer is the following. With the volatility that we've seen in the markets, at least to start off 2022, a lot of selling activity in a lot of different stocks, where do we instead see a lot of strength building up? And the easiest way that I know that we can measure that is by taking a look to see which stocks or markets are tagging their 52-week highs while we're seeing all this selling take place. So where is their relative strength? Now to do so, I have some very simple filters already inside of the scan tab. The first is I'm scanning only inside of the S&P 500. The second is two basic stock filters. The minimum price of the stock must be $10 or greater, and the volume must be at least 500,000 or greater. So those are two very basic criteria. The third one we're going to add is our 52-week high condition, for which I can say add filter, study, there in this drop down, click custom, bring this down. And for those of you that have seen previous videos, we've already written this code once, but if you haven't, here's how I would go about writing our 52-week high code. We can say plot signal is equal to where is our close or our closing price greater than or equal to our highest price of the same close value over the past 52 weeks. And instead of making this a daily aggregation period, I'll change this to a weekly aggregation period. Now, if I click OK and we run this scan, what we find here is we have a list of 78 different stocks. Now, I've already added our triple squeeze dashboard here for all Volatility Box members. You can download that for free off of the Squeeze course page. That's right here. And this allows us to very easily assess which stocks that are making 52-week highs also have a squeeze that's building up, whether it's a black dot squeeze, which you can see with these gray labels, or whether it's your classic red dot squeeze, which you can see with your red labels. For example here, we can see Qualcomm has a real nice squeeze building up, 26 dots off of the red dot squeeze, which to me is a reason why this may start to at least be firing long, or a reason to pay attention to Qualcomm. Similarly, we have Teradyne as well, and I've taken all the stocks that have a squeeze and I've put them into their own custom watch list right here. You can see that at the top, so we have Applied Materials, which is one we've already talked about. Real nice follow through inside of Applied Materials. We have Pepsi, Southern, General Mills, a bunch of different stocks. You can take this screenshot right here and assess them. But the one I'd like to pay attention to in particular in today's video is Qualcomm. Now, the reason why Qualcomm stands out to me is the following. So let me zoom out here. First off, very clearly, we're towards our highs. Now, near the highs, we've really started to trade inside of a range for the most part. So definitely consolidating, and this is what we would expect to see when we see a squeeze building up. Now, we do have earnings coming up, so that's your one red flag or maybe a data point that you'd like to wait for before getting interested in this trade, looking for a breakout either direction to actually look at the squeeze firing. Now, the reason we have bullish bias here is obviously, first off, relative strength, 52-week highs this week. That was this candle early on in the week. We pulled back, and so far, looks like we're bouncing away from there. We also have bullish signals, and this is the squeeze signals indicator. Again, Volatility Box members, so you can download that for free on our website as well. Here's the actual indicator, and the backtester, which I'm about to use if you scroll down, is the squeeze signals backtester. So both of those tools I think would be useful when you're assessing not only this trade, but other trades as well. So let's go ahead and load in the backtester here. So squeeze signals backtester, I add it to my charts. And let's measure how effective this signal has been every time it's plotted over the past 5 years. So there we can see over the past 5 years, we've had this signal 3 different times. All 3 of those times were winners. So while not a lot of data points, still strong enough in terms of the signal firing long, which basically means the squeeze fired long. Now, the average winner for each of those 3 trades, 3.2%. We can see using the P&L right down here that the P&L was positive. If I right-click this, our trade duration also 5 days. But let's click Show Report. First trade, 178, 435, 515. So 2 of our 3 trades definitely a little bit nicer winners compared to that first trade, which is a much smaller trade. So that's off of the daily time frame chart. If I go to the weekly time frame for Qualcomm and we zoom out, There, the squeeze has already fired, and in fact, you may actually be looking at this histogram to start to decrease. So that's where earnings is really the data point that you'd like to wait for, or at least the one that I'd like to wait for before getting involved here. One other thing that I thought was interesting, if we draw this out, is your basic Fibonacci. So using our swing high, most recent one, to our most recent swing low, which we can use this wick right here. We've currently hit that 1272, and that's where we've decided to really consolidate between that 1272 and that 1618. So our weekly time frame is definitely showing us that we've hit our major targets, but our daily time period chart right here is showing us that we have at least one move left inside of this overall trend. So depending on how aggressive you are, earnings is on February 2nd, so you still have some time. But Qualcomm is one of those stocks that definitely to me is showing relative strength. We also have signals, actual triggers that at least gets us excited about wanting to get involved. We know our cautionary sign is the weekly time frame chart. And I think this narrow trading range also gives you a very effective way of managing both your stops, since you know that, hey, outside of this range, if we break below, that's it. That's where this trade proves you wrong. And our upside, we still have yet to tag that 1618 at 196.23. And we also have that round number at 200 that may act as a nice little magnet, which earnings could serve as a positive catalyst for as well if we see this momentum continue forward. Now, just like we repeated the analysis for Qualcomm, you can do the same for the other stocks. The other one that we had already done was Applied Materials. That's where we were interested off of the slingshot squeeze. We also had nice weekly signals. We had drawn out the actual target levels as well, our daily target and our weekly target levels. Our daily one has already been hit with our most recent Friday's candle, and the weekly target is the one that's left at the plus 11.99%, and that's closer to that 170-ish price point. So Applied Materials still looks like it has a lot of strength within that stock, so the squeeze may still very well take us not only into the weekly target, but even beyond that in another one that you may be paying attention to. All right, I hope this video helps. Hope you all are having a wonderful long weekend, and we'll see you in the next update. Take care, everyone.